So, you started wearing your kilt, you wear it all the time, you're talking about it online. What happens when you go to your first big convention, festival, Highland Games, after you've been, I don't know, freshly internet famous? Well, that's what we're talking about today, Everyday KT, number 222. Talking about what should you expect. Why? Well, our friend Chris doesn't know if he wants to go to the games tomorrow. I'm like, are you kidding me? You've been wearing a kilt for 200 and something days. You've been on Facebook video almost every one of those days. Yeah, people are going to know who the hell you are. So, what to do when you are freshly famous? And I have a cowlick. Screw it. So, what do? What should you expect? Well, this happens. First off, how do you get there? A couple of different ways. One, move someplace where nobody wears a kilt. Like where I'm at. Nobody here has a kilt. I am the kilt guy. There are people in my position all over the world where you're the one person who wears a kilt more often than not. And the only one who wears it outside of festivals and Renaissance fairs and whatnot. So you are the kilt guy or kilt girl, as it may be. So that's one way. The other way is to start your own video show. You can do something like Everyday KT. Chris does his, both here on Facebook, and I think he's got, and yeah, he's at Instagram as well. So he's way up in Washington State. I'm over here in Massachusetts. And there are people all over the place. Corey's got his weekly show down in Texas. There's a handful of other folks all around who have their own, whatever it is that they're doing. I know Rick Baldwin's got his Life in a Kilt podcast. So that's how you get kilt famous, if you will. I'm coining a new word here. Start something, get out there, do something. I've been doing this for 12 years, so a lot of people know who I am. I'm just trying to get out there. Oh, and my sister joined in, so it's a party officially. So that's how you get, quote unquote, freshly famous. Now, like I said, I've been doing this for 12 years, and I'm still not anything close to that. But with the advent of the internet, with the advent of live videos and Instagram and Snapchat and all of these other instant video and instant visual online social media outlets, it's very easy and very quick. If you have to become famous, if you have a decent platform, subject matter, something you're passionate about, or you happen to be hot, you're going to be famous. People are going to want to see pictures of you. I mean, there are tons of people whose entire fortune is based strictly on the fact that they look a certain way. That they fit a pair of whatevers very, very well. That's their fortune based on that one thing. It's not they don't even have to talk. They just take a picture and they're good. So others of us, we don't have that luxury, so we actually have to think. It's tough, but you know, it works. So that's how you get there. Now, what do? Sorry, I'm watching out here and there's somebody across the way with their light coming right in the door. Anyway, so for those of you who don't know, I'll show you. This is my my life. Boom, garage. Oh, there's just somebody on a bike trying to get up the hill. So across the street from my house, the driveway into the little parking lot is like this. So it kind of sucks if you have a underpowered car or you have a bicycle. So anyway, back to internet famous. So you've gained this following. You have hundreds, thousands, whatever number of followers, people who avidly consume your content either online or they happen to know you because you're that person in your town, city, whatever. Now what? So these are the kind of things you can expect if you go to a festival, especially if it's close to where you live and where your fans live. So people around here, they know me. People up around where Chris is, they probably know him. Down in Houston, Texas, they know him. Now they know Corey. So what do? Okay, so first things first. Random, strange people will come up to you and want to talk to you. So there's a couple things you can do with this. If you are trying to promote a brand, trying to promote awareness, I highly suggest get a shirt with whatever it is on it that you want it to say. You know, the next festival I go to, I am wearing that big neon everydaykt t-shirt. Why? Because I want everybody to see the show. I want everybody to watch this show. So anyone else who is going to these, Chris, your latest big thing was the pink chucks with the pink kilt. I would rock it. Go for it. I mean, if you're out there trying to promote that and promote the fact that you can be who you are regardless of what that actually is, go. That's what I would suggest. You know, throw on the pink chucks, throw on that kilt, and go do it. You know, the glitter beard might get a little weird because if I'm not mistaken, there's all kinds of glue and crap, and that would make eating kind of difficult because I don't know about you, but I like fair food, so that's not going to happen. So I don't suggest doing that. But if you're going to go to an event of this, promote whatever it is. You know, when I go to my next one, Brotherhood of the Kilt, Tartan Kilt, absolutely. Big yellow everydaykt t-shirt, absolutely. Brotherhood of the Kilt Sporn from Wyvern Leatherworks, absolutely. That's going to happen no matter where I'm going. Am I going to have a bunch of these little key fobs to hand out? Absolutely. I'm just going to randomly give them to people. So be prepared for that. So wear the thing that you're trying to promote. If it is that you want to continue trying to get more followers on your social media, your website, wherever that might be. Who knows, maybe you're still working the old monthly mail-in newsletter. Could happen. So do that. Next thing, you're going to get a lot of people coming up and talking to you. Once you've done this, you know, if I go someplace with that big neon shirt, people are going to want to say, hey, I saw your show on YouTube, or I saw your Facebook thing. And you're going to get a lot of people. So be prepared for that. And I suggest if you're going to do so, be prepared with a bunch of humor and kind of think ahead of all of the questions that you generally get asked through your outlet, through all your fans and whatnot. Be prepared to answer those all the time, constantly, regularly, and ad nauseum, and several other words that mean a bunch. You're gonna get the same 5 or 6 questions over and over and over and over and over. Chris, they're gonna ask folks gonna say, where'd you get the kilt? Where'd you get the shoes? Why do you wear the pink ones instead of the tartan ones? What's going on? Blah blah blah. Same questions over and over and over. Be prepared for those. You're gonna get a lot of fans who want pictures. You're going to get a boatload of people wanting pictures with you. It happens. I probably get someone, I'd say 1 in 3 trips out in public, someone wants a picture. So if I go to Walmart, I'm going to the gas station, and I'm going to Dunkies, one of those 3, somebody's going to want a picture. More often than not, they actually ask. Sometimes they just kind of nonchalantly try to take a picture, but of course they forgot to turn the camera shutter sound off on the phone. So it gets kind of funny. But expect a lot of pictures. Either with you or of you. It's going to happen a ton. So you've got people asking questions. You've got making sure you're promoting whatever it is that you do. You've got people taking pictures. Next thing is you're going to have more than normal people wanting to give you their life story. It's going to happen. So you need to come up with a polite yet insistent way of excusing yourself from such a scenario. Otherwise, you will wind up talking to the same person for half an hour about their great grandfather who was killed in Scotland by the English. That's just how it works. It will happen. All these discussions and questions and family colors and can you identify this? Crazy, huge, lengthy discussions that you probably don't want to be in because you have other things to do. So you can entertain them for a few minutes and try to extricate yourself from the situation. So be aware of that. It will happen. Guaranteed. So those are the big ones. You know, you're going to get a lot of people asking questions. You're going to get a lot of people wanting pictures. You're going to get, or you're going to have the opportunity to present what it is you're promoting. And the last one, and I think the most interesting one, and the most fun one is you're going to get opportunity. You most likely will get opportunities thrown at you that the average attendee won't get. It may be in the form of free stuff. It may be in the form of someone handing you a microphone and wanting you to MC a Bonnie Knees competition. It might be will you take a picture of me at a new vendor who is just starting her kilt business. It may be you taking a picture with the athletes who all won their trophies because you're the internet famous guy or girl or whatever. In Chris's case, it's up in Washington. Who knows? You know, they may want pictures of him with the Cabers because it's funny. There are loads of opportunities. People will ask you for things. They'll ask you if you know people. But they're all opportunities because it gives you the opportunity to A, show that you know what you're doing, B, expose other people to what it is that you're doing, and C, get more in front of people. And D, you might get some free food, beer, clothing, something like that. And sometimes, not often, you actually wind up on somebody else's website because they thank you for whatever it is that you did. You know, you wound up taking a picture of someone, and because of that picture, someone else saw that vendor, liked the kilt, bought one, did a review, their business exploded, all because you took a picture. Doesn't happen that often, but yes, it can happen. So be ready for that, because that's one of those things, if you go back to my gift horse video, that doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, and do not pass that up. Somebody says, hey, you know, can you take a picture of me with this brand new carved whatever? Do it. You'll wind up on their website. Maybe they'll tag you on it, and you get more of an audience. So that's what it's all about ultimately. If you're in a position like I am, Chris, Corey, Ed Hamilton, any of those folks, you're looking for PR, marketing, getting in front of people. And if they give you an opportunity to do so. Now, there is a caveat. You probably also will be asked to do really dumb things. Riding a bull in a kilt, not suggested. Ziplining in a kilt, not. I wouldn't. I've done it. I don't plan on ever doing it again. You know, kilt, the harness, it's not that awesome. Then again, guy in a kilt, if promoted, will get you a crap load of exposure. So that's up to you. The bucking bronco, the mechanical bull, there's just no upside to that. Unless you're at a bar and it's at night and it's just grown-ups shenaniganizing, I wouldn't suggest it at all. You never know what other kind of opportunities might present themselves. There will be a lot of people who are trying to find a way to get their particular brand noticed, their particular product, their service, whatever it is that they have at the fair or games or whatever it is that you're going to, they'll want to get seen as well. So if they see you, the person who's freshly famous, they're like, hey, there goes Chris, the guy with the pink kilt. I want a picture with that guy. I want to get on his show. I want to get on his Instagram feed so I can get in front of his fans. They're going to want to do that a lot. So go for it, because you're going to wind up on theirs. And that's awesome. So those are some of the really, those are some of the things you can expect being freshly famous. You know, if you're getting out there kilting often and you're either the only one in your area, or you've recently started, or it's recently started blowing up your social or your website or your whatever it is you're doing to get out in the public. If it's starting to blow up, finally, those are some of the things you can kind of expect. Now, my tips were predominantly for going to a festival, a fair, a con, something like that. It does happen in real life, just not anywhere near as often. So all of those things can happen. You can wind up getting free stuff. You can wind up being in other businesses' social media feeds. You can wind up emceeing something or other. So don't forget that there's always opportunities for marketing yourself. Just be ready for them. And I know that there are a great many times when you're just like, I'm going to go, I'm going to get in, I'm going to get out, and I'm done. But again, you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. You walk into some place and the CEO of the local whatchamathingy is standing there and thinks what you're doing is awesome and wants to talk to you. You stop and talk to that person, because that could be the ticket to your next big thing. So somebody throw up a. Actually, no. Before I get there, Dave, how we doing? I know that you, Dave Crandall. I want to see how you're doing with the smoking, and I know you had some other medical stuff. I want to see how you're doing, bud. Kim, yeah, Kim. Reinventing is an understatement. My suggestion to you, as always, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. If you want something funny, go look at some of the first videos. The first 30 or 40 everyday KTs over on my YouTube channel. They're crap. I think they suck. But if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be here. It's over. Dave, I'm awesome. Awesome to hear that. Glad to hear that everything is better and you're doing good. So, with that, let's see. Somebody throw up a Kiltology. If you want to throw up a number, it's somewhere between 1 and 507. Or a volume, because there's two. 2 books. Oh, and a bit of trivia. So today, everyday KT number 222. It's also the number of my room when I was in college. 13 semesters in that room. No, 11? 13. 11 semesters in that one room. All right, Kim, Swings for the Fences, hits volume 2. Interesting. Everyday KT number 222, we got volume 2. I'm going to read Kiltology number 220. Nope, it's a picture. So I'm not going to do 222. And just so you know, this is Kiltology number 222. Yes, that's me standing on a pile of brush with a chainsaw. I needed that. So, let's see what we got here. Alrighty, so we're talking about what to expect at a festival when you're freshly famous. So in order to get to that point, you have to have a considerable amount of consistent motivation, meaning drive, ability to actually get off your ass and do something. And that's what Kiltology number 323 is all about, motivation. Volume 2, it's on Amazon. When seeking motivational advice from a Kiltie, be sure you have no valuables or hard objects in your back pockets. Cell phones and other such devices don't react well to boots at high velocity. What does that mean? That means that if you seek motivation from a man in a kilt, be ready to accept however he decides to motivate you. And in some cases, that could be a swift kick in the ass. Because sometimes that's what it takes. And with that, it's Friday night. I know Chris has got to get some sleep because he's got a festival to go to tomorrow. And the rest of you, go have some fun. Go do something cool. Maybe turn on the air conditioning because it's hot up here. And just prep for tomorrow. Maybe you're going to go do something really cool. I know I'm heading up to Maine. Got a family reunion. Who knows? Might see somebody. And but anyway, go. Enjoy yourself. Do something cool. Go have fun. And be strong. Put a kilt on.